Welcome back to Space Jam 2 Legacy. Do you get it? Because they didn't put 2 in the title, but everyone's calling it Space Jam 2 anyway. Because it's not actually a sequel at all to Space Jam, it's just the same concept again, but done worse.
Yeah, well, they did refer to it, like the Bugs Bunny said, this seems familiar.
Well, I mean, obviously they have inside jokes and stuff like that. There's like a part where, like, I know that they get Michael B. Jordan instead of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's also racist.
Is it?
No.
They just got the name wrong.
Yeah. I haven't seen Space Jam 2 because I didn't realize we could go to the theaters to watch it, but now the theaters closed anyway, so whatever. But I have seen like every single person that I subscribe to who even tangentially talks about movies talk about it.
I watched
like Drew Gooden, Cosmonaut Variety Hour. I don't know if Ralph
Sardonicast talked about
Sardonicast probably has, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I think YMS talked about it as well in a quickie. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I've watched all these people talk about it. Oh, hold on. Alright, we're back. We have a dog between us now.
Yep.
Little Merida has come to say hello. So anyway, we're talking about Space Jam 2. I know a lot about it because I've seen a lot of YouTube viewers talk about it. So even though I haven't seen it, I do know quite a bit.
I watched Sardonicast talk about it because I was like, oh, I saw that movie and I didn't like it very much. I watched them, they ripped into it way harder than I did.
Oh, really?
I was like, oof.
Yeah, they're real critics, so they probably didn't like it. Currently, it's one of those films where the audience score is very high and the critics score is very low. Yeah.
But also, sometimes Adam says things, and then I read the comments, and then people were like, yeah, you're kind of wrong. Why it would be good for the careers of Michael Jordan and, in Space Jam 2 A New Legacy, LeBron James. Like, it sort of brings them to the masses.
What are you talking about? Michael Jordan was like the most famous and best
most famous
basketball player of all time. He doesn't need more fame. He has like multi-billion, trillion, billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Sorry. You heard a little Merida growl at something outside just then. I always thought, going like for all the years, I thought when people said, "Oh, I love Space Jam 1," I was like, "Haha, I get it." Yeah. Right? I thought people were joking. And then when they announced Space Jam 2, I'm like, that's not a good idea. That's not... People don't want Space Jam 2, do they? But apparently they do, and apparently I'm wrong, and everyone loves this film, and I'm just like, I haven't watched Space Jam 2. I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I've heard... I mean, the general consensus that I've seen is it is dumb fun. If you're looking for a good film, you're not going to find it. If you're looking for just stupid shit...
I appreciate dumb fun. I don't appreciate where most of the dialogue is a wasted time. A lot of the stuff that gets said and I go... the best bits of the movie are the bits where the main bad guy isn't in it. And then all of the jokes are unoriginal.
Yeah. There are a few, like, weirdly dated jokes. I know there's like, a part where, like, Porky Pig raps, and there's also a part where Big Chungus is in it. And there's also Rick and Morty, and it's just like, alright.
Yeah.
We get it. You're trying to sell this to the masses.
You have the rights to this, yeah. It's like the first time I saw anything about any representation of Rick and Morty.
And then there's also, like, weird representation of things, like, as if it was made in the early 2000s. Like, there's, like, that Matrix part. And it's just like, why? The Matrix is so, like... The Matrix parodies are already, like... it's just way too old, you know?
No, it's because Warner Brothers has the rights to the Matrix, that's what it is.
I know they have the rights to it, but who gives a shit about the Matrix anymore?
Yeah, but it's just like they kind of just chucked everything into it.
I have Disney Plus and Netflix, and to be honest, I barely use Netflix and I rarely use Disney Plus. I only use Disney Plus to watch the Marvel things right now. Oh, actually, you know what? I mainly use Disney Plus, and I think I've said this before, to watch Simpsons late at night.
Yeah.
It is really nice having, like, all the Simpsons just, like, available.
Is it all of it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Or at least all the shit that I don't know if it's got the most recent episodes, but it has all the shit that I care about. So, which is, like, all the seasons, like, 3 to, I don't know, what was it, like, 7?
I've been thinking about watching Futurama.
Yeah,
because that's also on Disney Plus. And I'm like, damn, I'd love to watch Futurama.
It wasn't for a while, and then they just added it. Because when I was going through my big Simpsons binge, I'm like, I haven't watched Futurama, and it wasn't. And then like a few weeks later, it was. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh, okay. I haven't watched any of it yet, though. But basically, with Futurama, they had like 4 seasons, I think, and then they had like those 3 movies, which technically counts as season 5. And then they weirdly came back for another couple seasons, and I haven't really watched them, but I heard they're not that great.
Yeah. Because The Simpsons just started off as this little cartoon thing, didn't it?
Yeah, it started off as a short in the Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah, and then it became like his big break.
Yeah.
And got a bit out of control.
You know what's interesting? Everyone thought it would fail because like you're going to make a whole show out of this random segment in this other show? That's a stupid idea. And then it ended up being a smash hit and ended up far... Succeeding, thank you. The Tracy Ullman Show. Most people don't even know what the fuck the Tracy Ullman Show is anymore.
Yeah.
So, The Simpsons is literally still going.
It's just like another one of those. What are they called? That? No, like the Jimmy Fallon show and stuff like that. The Late Show.
Late night talk shows.
Yeah, those talk shows. There's so many of them, and they rise and fall based on whoever's. Like, isn't the Late Show with James Corden?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch any of them. I hate them all.
Anything with James Corden in it, and I go, I don't really want to watch it.
The YouTube trending tab, or as I like to call it, the late night talk show host tab.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off, man. I don't want that shit on my timeline. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're bad or not. I just don't watch them. I'm like, get out of here, man. Oh fuck.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
You fought one before. Is this another one, or is this a less powerful one?
This is a less powerful one, and it is a different one, yeah.
Okay.
And there's 2 of them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's dead.
Come here, bitch.
Oh yeah, so we got onto this by talking about Space Jam 2. I don't know if you had any more thoughts about it or not.
No. I just didn't like most of it. I didn't like most of it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Did you ever laugh? Did you ever go, haha, I get that? It's kind of funny. Or did you just sit there stone-faced the whole time?
I pretty much did sit there stone-faced.
Staring at the curtains more than you were at the screen itself.
Yeah, we got to like the halfway point in the movie and I thought, can I go home now? This is rubbish.
Did you go with someone else, or is it
No, I went by myself.
Yeah, you could have just left. Or you're like, I gotta get my money.
Yeah, I paid for my ticket. It was like $18.
I would do that. I would do that too, honestly. If there was a film that I really didn't like and I was like watching it. I've never left a theater halfway through a film, but I have stopped watching films halfway through, and I usually don't, even bad ones.
I've left a movie theater because the movie was too scary.
Oh, really? What was it?
Knowing, with Nick Cage.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, because I was like, it said it was PG-13, and I went with my mum, and we were both really scared partway through because I was 13, and it was PG-13. It was like, oh, this is a movie I can watch. I think it was at PG-13 or I think it might have been M13. I think it was like a really weird rating, and we got to like halfway through it or a late part of the movie, and then we just got, it's too scary, we're gonna go home. And then we got home and then we looked up what happened.
See, personally, I wouldn't have even.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even watched the film if I thought it'd be too scary for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to the theater.
I don't like playing scary games. I don't like scary stuff.
What if I played a scary game on here?
Actually, I bought a game that's kind of scary, but it's a game that I, back when Good Game was on, Australian Game Review Show was on, they reviewed a game called Metro 2033, and it was recently for free on Steam, and so I downloaded it.
Oh, cool.
So one day I might play it on Friday Night Fun, or just in general.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say, what is the second Percy Jackson film called?
There's Percy Jackson and the Olympics, or Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
What? Not the Lightning Thief, the other one.
And the Olympians.
Yeah, the Olympians. That film was so bad, we were watching it and I just stood up and walked away. Anyway, next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.